All right, so as you see, this is the code. So cylinder 2, camera adjuster B, circuit/open. So basically it's not getting no reading. Yeah, so from what we have here, to get when you get the P11A7 code, this is the amount of voltage you need to be getting and continuity. So we're gonna look into that, and I'm gonna show you exactly more. I have another chart that I also use to come to this understanding. All right, so on the little notepad that I have, right? As y'all could see, I just wrote down what are some of the stuff that it was saying. So they call this connector the T56 or T56 or 59B or D, but it does says black and white connector. So more than likely it has to be this one. Then, so over here is where the other connector is at that I just removed from the solenoid or actuator sensor. That's right here. That's below the connector. So I just removed that because this is for cylinder 2. So what it does say is to check to see if you get voltage. So what I am gonna do is check to see if I get any continuity. See if it says it, since it said it was open. So what we're gonna check is to see if we have any of that. Cool. So I'm gonna do that right now and then see what we get. So what the graph was showing us was on this side we look for, I think it's pin 33. So I'm gonna find pin 33 on this side, and it tells you, because up top right here says 37. So this is 33 and the one next with the 34. So 33, I have one pin in right here, 33, and then I need to go over the one. So I'm gonna turn this. So once I have good continuity, it will let me know. So put it into 1. Nothing, right? Put in the 3, nothing. So on this, you just see a 1, nothing there to let us know. So now so what I realize is now I'm getting something. So from 30, what is it? So I'll put it in 33. So 33 to the pin 3 over here, I don't get anything. So I know inside of it looks like inside of the connector is damaged, because when I touch it, nothing, but then and I move the connector a certain way, I do get a reading. So that pin might be damaged. All right, now that's 33. So now I'm gonna check 34, because it says from 34 to pin 1 now. So the first one I did was 33 to pin 3. So now I'm gonna do 34 to pin 1. And then when I don't do, so see when I have the, because if you look right here, I just have the pin inside and nothing. But then when I move the connector, and then I could see that this connector is broken. So that is probably why we're getting that code. So what I'm gonna do now is take this connector apart and see if that's my issue. So I wanna see how close I could get y'all to it, so y'all could see exactly what I'm doing. And then we're gonna just start taking this connector apart. All right, so just took the pieces off, right? I'm gonna bring y'all in a little bit closer so y'all could see what is going on. So what I could see, so since inside of the connector is damaged, I'm gonna pull, and that is what is happening. So basically, I think all these connectors are broken, because look at it. So the pin basically broke off, or all the pins basically broke off inside. So I might have to do some wire repair now, and I think that's probably because when I was doing some work on it the last time, I think maybe last year, that's how we probably broke that. So I'm gonna try to see if I could. I don't have anything to crimp this wire down, so I might have to wait, or I just get another connector for now and splice it in, and then see if that's gonna take the codes off. And then once I get the proper wire repair tools, then I could probably do that. But that schematic really helped us, because I wouldn't know that connector has all the what will go to that cylinder 2 cam actuator. So hopefully this is for A and B, because we did remove it once and then we realized we got a code for A and B. So hopefully, I think what is this, A and B is inside of that sensor. So this would be the sensor, and A and B is probably, that's why I probably have 3 connectors, but one of these probably be A and the next one's probably be B. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we're gonna keep going. So what I kind of got to do is, I found another connector, but this is a connector. What I got, this is a connector from a Porsche. Now, inside of these are all, the pins are already crimped down. So what I'm just gonna do for now is just splice it in, and then when I splice it in, I'm gonna do it for now, and then later on, when the pins, and I'll get another housing, and then when the actual pins come in, then I could crimp those down and then basically just use back this connector. So I'm gonna do that, connect it up, and then see if it gets the code off the car. Let's go. All right, so I just left these 3 right here. My wire work ain't good. I need to heat shrink these sides down. I just want to see if everything works before I connect back this connector right here to the computer. So now, and then I plug the connector back into the sensor. So now we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I have the scan tool right here on ready just in case. So what did I do with the keys? All right, oh, I have the keys in my pocket. So what we're gonna do is have a key right there. See, the battery's probably dying. All right, so now we have a check engine light. So what I'll do, I'm gonna start it real quick. All right, the check engine light went off. So looks like that was the issue. And now what I'm gonna do is scan it to see what's any other codes, if any other codes came up, and then if it did, what I am gonna do is just make sure, just to see what's on it left. But now it starts, so now we know that was the issue. And we learned something, say with that sensor is bank A and B, not bank B or A, because I was thinking that is the exhaust ones in the back probably would have caused the issue. So we're gonna see and see no system malfunction code, so that is good. All right, so we have it scanning right now. We got 2 for the gateway. That's probably for the dead battery, because we have a battery icon, so it probably needs to be charged a little bit. And we have 1 for the ECU up top already. All right, so we still have the cylinder 2 cam adjuster B circuit open. So I'm gonna go erase and then see if it goes away. If it goes away, then we fix the problem. So it says it didn't detect anything. Read code. So I'm gonna see if it pops back up. So it didn't pop back up. So what I'm gonna do, just for a little fail-safe system, I'm gonna start it and then I'm gonna rev it a little bit, because it's normally like when you go over certain RPMs, then you see it pop up. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna see, and then scan the car again, and then see what happens. So let's go. So check engine light came off. As y'all know, the check engine light's normally on once the ignition is on, but that comes off once it starts. Now I got the scanner right here, right? So we have other codes for the gateway. This is probably because of the dead battery, or the battery is getting low. So let's see what this is. Yeah, static current to high energy management activated. So both of those are from the battery. So those are maybe stuck on it for a while. I could clear them. You know, I'm gonna do a quick erase and then see what comes back. What we're mostly looking for is that one for the ECU. So the parking brake's on and the door open, so that's why you're gonna have that icon. So we're gonna check to see. So now it says I have no faults. That one is not on the car anymore. So now what I'm gonna do is rev it a little bit, not too much, because the engine is not 100% warm. It's not even warm yet because it's just 2 bars. So I'm gonna just rev it a little just to see what happens. So there's my foot. Now I'm gonna try press read codes and then see what comes up. Nothing comes up this time. So as I said, it looks like that code was caused with that sensor, but all those wires, you see that all those wires are broken, but we still have to fix those wires. That wire, the wire repair that I did is just a temporary fix. So I'm gonna have to order, because that part came off of a Porsche and the wires are not that thick. So I have to get new wires, or because I really don't want to extend it, because if I do extend it, then I might have to remove a clip from somewhere so it's not too much tightness or anything tugging on that. So and nothing, so it doesn't pull the pin right back out. But it is just a temporary fix. But now y'all know, if y'all have that cylinder 2 Bravo actuator, it's more than likely the wiring. And from the schematics that I have from Audi, that was the issue. So now we fixed that issue. Now we're good. I don't think there's anything else that we need to talk about on this car. So we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. Let's go. All right, so that's everything we needed to do to fix that code. Now we don't have no more of that code on the car. It is good. I still have my AC not blowing cold enough, so I honestly think that maybe a rock hit one of them Freon lines underneath the car and caused it to leak. Honestly thinking, because remember, I didn't put the two covers that go by the wheel well. So I think that's probably what it is. This cover right here, so to basically go underneath so nothing couldn't hit it. So I think that's what happened and caused the issue that I'm having right now. But apart from that, hey, we did fix the issue. It was a lot of work, but now I know what you need to do for especially this new one. A and B is on the same sensor. So more than likely, once it says open, it was a wiring issue. And come to find out, I did break that wire about a year ago and didn't even realize. I think if you go back to the video when I changed out I think it was the fuel pressure sensor. I think that was it. Or when I was doing the coil packs. So maybe that's what I did when I was doing that live. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. Stay positive, stay motivated, and guess what? Our haters are our biggest motivators. But until next time, we'll see what next happens to this car. Let's go.